Morning everyone, it's Kiki here, and I'm going to be doing some painting with some of the stuff that I got from Hobby Lobby. Now, since my initial trip, I've been back twice, and I got a few more things. La sketch pad, so that's kind of cool. And this brush, I thought I grabbed it when I initially went, and apparently I didn't. And then after I got back home, I had this brilliant idea, but I hadn't bought the other things that I would need for it, so it was one of the reasons I went back. But I had initially bought this fluorescent orange yellow. I thought, I have black canvas, I should try to do a neon picture on the black canvas. I had fluorescent green, fluorescent yellow, and fluorescent pink, but they didn't have like a straight up fluorescent blue, but I found this and it looks kind of close to the green, so I figure it'll work. And then I just got myself a giant tube of white as well. Using all of these in order to try and make a picture. My thought was, because I have the orange and blue and yellow, I could do like the original eevelutions. So on the black paper, I'm gonna play around with these and see if I can make a weird brown color. See if maybe I can do Eevee, but I also got these, which are white gel pens. But I'm gonna try and sketch out real quick my idea of what I want to actually paint on canvas. I did buy a third black canvas. This is kind of in between the two that I got. Got all my Hobby Lobby bought brushes. I brought my sponges over just in case I felt like using them. Alright, so I managed to get brown. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be too surprising. Brown, you just kind of throw colors together and voila. But it's not too bad. It shows up kind of nice. The blue, which isn't a fluorescent color, shows up nice as well. The green, yellow, that's what pink. The orange and pink took quite a few coats to get that vibrant. Wonder if, I'm not entirely sure what I was expecting. I mean, fluorescents tend to be somewhat more translucent than normal paints anyway. Because my initial thought was, ooh, neon, that's bright, it'll show up really great on the black paper. If I was like using gel pens or something like that, probably. But paint especially is really translucent, so let's see what happens if I just do this. Like, that works. So I think we got a pretty good starting point. Now I just have to map it out and figure out how I'm gonna do it all. So, let's get started then. So I started sketching with a pencil. You can sort of kind of see it, but not really. And then I go over the gel pen as I do the parts that I like. I had the idea of how I wanted them all placed already in my head and how I wanted the effects and such. So it wasn't too hard to put it down on paper. It was more just solidifying the idea was the reason that I decided to do it. And just to make sure I got the placements and like sizing ideas and such. This is where the camera switches over. From here on, I was using my phone camera and I don't have any kind of mount for my phone, so I was holding it the entire time with my other hand, trying to hold it as steady as I could and making sure I kept the picture centered, the video centered on what it was I was working on. Didn't quite always happen, but I tried my best.
It was surprisingly easy to get Eevee down. Like, I was kind of worried because I've drawn the eevelutions before and I've had a lot of problems with them before. I don't know why. Their designs are really simple. Of course, the only time I actually drew Vaporeon was when I put in an fusion with Butterfree, and that was bad. But no, it was like making Eevee was just like, boom, Eevee. I didn't make the tail quite as stubby as Eevee's tail. I kind of made it a little bit longer so I get the little turn in it, but nah, whatever. I had kind of forgotten with Jolteon that I was going to do the white down first, so I'd started painting with the yellow, and they're like, oh, wait, crap. So I went back in with the white. I didn't put down a solid layer of white because I was going to try and do like the shading thing by like, you know, putting more firm white, you know, for the bright areas and then less white for like the darker areas. And like it kind of worked, but it didn't really work. So I ended up going over it a few times with like a white and yellow mixed together just to try and solidify it a little bit more and have it be a little less streaky. I sort of got it to be a little less streaky, but not really. I did remember to do it with Flareon. It still ended up a little streaky in parts, but less so. I was also figuring out which brush worked best as I went through the painting and eventually came to like 2 brushes that worked really well for what I was doing. All in all, it didn't take me too long, and it was a fairly simple concept just to kind of get me started back into painting. I mean, I guess technically the seashell was getting me back into painting, but that was like blue, speckle white. Yay! So this was a little bit more detailed, even though it's not that detailed. Working my way into it. I have for that big canvas I got a decent plan set for that, but I want to ease myself into it because I want to try and make it really epic, which is not something I've ever managed to do with paint, is make an epic piece. So I figured I'd start with some simple designed characters and just, you know, do what I could, get used to painting again, figure out how some of the brushes work a little bit better than others, doing different things. I did use black to kind of clean up the edges and reaffirm the separation lines between the colors and stuff. And then, you know, just I had initially thought of just like painting in, like with the brushes, the flames and the lightning and stuff. And I was like, wonder how well it would work with sponges. So I just kind of like went ham with it, and it turned out really pretty well. The fire ended up a little bit more orange than I'd wanted it to, but it works pretty well. And I like how like the sparky discharge electricity works. And the water looks like a nice little water splash. And yeah, really happy with how it turned out. And for not doing a painting in 2 years, this is pretty good, I think. I mean, let me know what you think. Don't be too mean. Again, I don't paint very often. I don't know what I'm doing. Please be nice. Or don't, you know, that's entirely your choice. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. I won't cry. Wait, that's a song. Anyway, enjoy the last little bit of the painting, and yeah.
Okay, so we have finished our very first black canvas painting with, for the most part, neon colors. Turned out really, really good. Considering, one, I don't paint very often. Like, don't paint very often. The last time I painted an actual picture was 2 Christmases ago. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. I ended up using the sponges, as you saw, in order to get like the effect. And Evie deciding what he wants to be in the future, and gonna wait for it to finish drying, get my gel pen and sign it, and it'll be all done. I apologize for the really crappy camera video quality. The camera I was using would not focus for more than 3 seconds, and then would just stay unfocused, period, after about 20. So I had to revert to using my phone, which I don't have any kind of holder stand for, so I was literally painting and holding the camera like this. So that was fun. Especially considering it meant I couldn't listen to my music. But no, I had a lot of fun doing this. I think it took, 4.5, 5 hours. So that's not bad, considering I don't paint very often. I had no idea what I was doing or how I was going to make it happen, but I feel I made it happen to a degree. So anyway, yes, if you enjoyed this and my rambling, because that is what I do, I make art and I ramble, hit the subscribe button, like the video, check out my other stuff. But yeah, just come and join me. I upload every Sunday. I'm trying to work on getting to the point where I can feasibly and continually put up a second video a week. Don't know if I'm quite there yet, but I'm gonna try. See how it goes, and I have quite a few more crafts planned from my hobby haul, and not sure which one I'm gonna do next, but I'll see you when I do.